Hello, this is Musings of a Mystic, and I am the mystic behind the musings. Let me see if I can put this down. Oh, okay. Today I'm adding to the, watching this guy dance from across the parking lot. I'm adding to the tips for healing, depersonalization, and derealization. We talked about my story and what depersonalization and derealization is. We talked about flower essences. These things. We talked about these. We talked about finding a support person. We talked about finding out if you're an empath or an HSP. We talked about crystals, and now we're talking about removing stress from your life. A lot of people are just kind of, you might not make the connection, but part of the reason why, like the biggest reason why many of us go through a period of depersonalization and or derealization is because we are under too much stress. We don't even realize that stress from the past is still hanging around, and then stress from right now is here on top of that old stress. So when that immediate stress causes you to pop, you're just kind of blown out. So what helped me was, I was in a bad situation at the time. I moved out of that situation. I was living with my family, my mom, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my sisters, and I think my stepdad was there at the time. But anyway, none of them had a very positive outlook. I don't believe any of them were highly sensitive, and if they weren't as highly sensitive as I am, and they also weren't empaths, so they didn't understand me. Why are you so sensitive? What's wrong with you? You're so messed up. Oh, stop being so sensitive. Oh, you're trying to change us because you can't handle it. That kind of stuff every day. So one of the things I did was withdraw, and I got to the point where just in normal life, I wasn't connected to my emotions or who I really was, because people around me were like, oh my God, you're a freak pretty much, so you have to change for the rest of us to be happy. And it's impossible for a highly sensitive person or an empath to stop being highly sensitive or empathic. So I'm still this way in this situation as an empath and an HSP, and I'm still absorbing all this stuff, but I'm not really connected to myself. So not only is my stuff hanging around myself, depression and sadness because nobody gets me, their stuff is also hanging around too. So this goes back to one of the videos where I was like, you should probably take Elaine Aron's test. It's free to take it online, and you should see if you're you should do research and see if you're an empath too, because if you're a highly sensitive person and an empath, or one or the other, you're probably absorbing other people's stuff, or you're just not suited for the environment that you're in. So check that out. And if you are an HSP or an empath, it's okay. Just try and find a better environment that fits you. So back to relieving stress. When I moved out and I had my own space, I felt better. I started to get better. I had less of their stuff on me because there was only one other person in the house most of the time, and I could think my own thoughts. I wasn't thinking their thoughts, feeling their feelings, and my own stuff wasn't getting drowned out as much. So I was able to find a better footing to get out of the depersonalization and derealization. And as time went on, my nervous system healed and I started to feel better. So I removed that stress. I finally got to figure out who I was, which probably also helped. That's tip inside of a tip. If you don't know who you are, you should probably connect with who you are, especially your emotions, if you can, because that's part of it. That's part of it there, or it was for me anyway. Anyway, I don't want this video to get too long. Just the gist of this video is to remove stress, and I keep talking about this because it worked for me. Okay, this is chicory. I'm trying chicory for the first time, but one of the ones that I found that helped a lot is the Rescue Remedy. Okay, and it's got a variety of flower essences inside of it. It's got rock rose, clematis, impatiens, cherry plum, and Star of Bethlehem. They have alcohol-free ones if you don't want the alcohol version. This is preserved and I think brandy. But you can get one that doesn't have the brandy preservation. This one is just chicory. And it's also 27% alcohol. All you do is open this little thing, use the dropper. This one suggests you do 2 drops in a liquid. It says water. I'm drinking this energy drink I'm trying for the first time. It's called Yerba Mate or Yerba Mate Orange Exuberance. So anyway, or you can just do this. I definitely feel brighter and happier after taking it. I was surprised because, anyway, just go watch the flower essence video. There's tips for depersonalization and derealization flower essences, and I just made a big difference, and I wish I'd done them before. But anyway, this video was about relieving stress. I'm sorry if I rambled too much. Go back and look at the other videos. I think it seems to have helped some people so far. I've gotten a lot of views so far, so this information must be needed. Yeah. Remove stress as much as possible. Find out who you are. Connect with who you are. Who you are is still there even if you don't feel it. And I love you guys. This is Musings of a Mystic. You can go join the Musings of a Mystic community on Facebook. And I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.